We live. Hi, I'm KD, and welcome to So Get the Podcast. Let's get the show started. So over the weekend, Super Bowl. It's a very interesting game as I anticipated with the Chiefs and the Eagles. It came down to the wire. Mahomes played a stellar game. Jalen Hurts played a stellar game as well. The offensive side of the ball with the coordinators created a marvelous game plan to go against their opponents. It didn't let anyone down. The Chiefs ended up winning the Super Bowl 38-35. It's unfortunate. 4 quarters of great football, and at the end, the refs had to get involved. Jalen Hurts tried at the end with a Hail Mary. I believe he slipped and didn't even get the opportunity to even go to the end zone, unfortunately. I wish it just had a different outcome, maybe going overtime to extend the excitement of the game. So Mahomes did win the Super Bowl. Andy Reid and them, 2 out of the last 4 years. That's pretty good. So Mahomes and Kelce are in the conversation of being, I guess, one of the best tandem in football. So definitely congrats. Mahomes didn't throw a lot of yards. He was just efficient. Converted on third downs. Chiefs was moving the ball. It didn't really have the football as much as the Eagles, which I anticipated because the Eagles just controlled the clock by converting on first downs. They just were efficient. They couldn't stop Kelce. Great game plan by Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy. Definitely well-deserved. Jalen Hurts made one mistake that was very crucial. It was the fumble. He was trying to switch his hands to try to get away from the sack. He just lost control of the football. Chiefs scooped and scored. That was a big turnaround of the game. Eagles was up 10, I believe, at half. And the Chiefs came back and definitely deserved to win that game. So congrats to the Kansas City Chiefs. Also, the Eagles lost both coordinators, offense and defense. The defensive coordinator, I believe, went to Arizona, so congrats. And the offensive coordinator went to the Colts. So looking forward to see what they can bring to the franchise. So congrats with that. Something else I wanted to... Now, Jalen Hurts, his performance was stellar. The defense of both sides couldn't really stop one another, so the offense definitely carried the load. Yeah, that's the microwave someone's eating, going through something right now, snacking. After this, I'm definitely going to enjoy myself. But, yeah, Jalen Hurts definitely placed himself in the conversations of being one of the best in the league right now. They played great. 2 young men in the very, very near future. That's definitely going to stir this league in the right direction. Continue to the NFL. Definitely, Mahomes is definitely right now the best in the league. Got to give it to him. You definitely have to give it to him. So congrats. So now, since the one more thing, the halftime show. Congrats to Rihanna for her second child bringing to this world. Congrats. Not sure if that was the first time. I don't recall seeing a talent perform at the Super Bowl being pregnant. So if not, congrats. And definitely she did her best. Could it have been better? Yes, of course. Yes, we always can be better, right? But she did her best. So congrats to Rihanna and that whole production and everything. So something has happened since the football season is over. Eric Bieniemy is being looked at for the Commanders offensive coordinator position. And one more name I saw, Greg Roman. I believe he was the previous coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm not sure why he stepped down. Heard a few complaints about his style of play, but I saw a stat like over the last 10 years, he had 7 years of top-ranked offense, Greg Roman, and on his portfolio. So that's pretty good. What's very interesting with me is that when he got the opportunity to become the offensive coordinator for the Ravens when they drafted Lamar Jackson, they wanted something different and dynamic, and he surely did that. But I'm not sure this might be his best if he decides to take the job with the Commanders. That would probably be the best receiving corps that he has had as a coordinator. So if he's given the opportunity, that would be very interesting to see what he can do with that talent, because the Commanders definitely have a lot of talent. Derek Carr also was released from the Raiders. I don't believe the Commanders should go that direction. Honestly, just don't go that direction when it comes to that type of veteran and spending that type of cap on that type of talent, which they just got finished doing with Carson Wentz, and he could have did better with that. So going forward, they should just build around the quarterback, whoever it may be. They said Sam Howell's going into the offseason as the QB1, but he has to compete for it. So in the draft, I look forward to the Commanders to draft the best available player. If they like someone of their liking, just move up or trade down, whatever the case may be. They've been doing pretty well over the last few years of tenure with Ron Rivera when it comes to talent. For the most part, they are very talented. So they get the line corrected, they definitely have a shot. And like I said, the offensive mind type of coordinator that would know what to do with this young talent going forward. I know everything is up in the air with the sale of the franchise, the Commanders. So coaches are skeptical of coming to D.C. To coach because they don't want to lose a job. So whomever they offer the job to, I wish them the best. Definitely. It was a tragedy. It was a shooting, another shooting. Michigan State University. My prayers goes out to the parents, the students that was in that tragedy incident. It's unfortunate. Our kids are going to these schools and it seems though they aren't even safe there, It's a lot that's taking place in the world today, and it's time for a change. It's just too much. It seems like every episode, it's always something, right? It's always something. It was another takedown. It was the government shot another unidentified object flying or hovering over the military base or the waters, and they shot another one down. So that's, I believe, a total of 4. At least the first one they identified was a balloon. I'm not even sure if they even gave that back to the rightfully owner, right? So I don't know what's going on with that. We just gotta be careful out here. I know back when we was in school, we used to create these paper airplanes and things of that nature, paper footballs, and you used to do the finger like that to kick the field goal. Paper planes not even safe out here because they taking everything down. So just be careful with everything, and I'm not sure what they're doing at this juncture when it comes to the government and everything else that's taking place and all that politics. So something came in mind. I came across something. First and foremost, congrats. That was something they really want to do. QC, the label, they sold the label to Hype American. The executive talent manager, Scooter Braun. He's very talented, continued to managing artists and acts in his career, and they sold it for $300 million. The record label was founded, I believe, in like 2013. Coach K and Thomas, they decided to sell it. That's artist that was under the label. Rest in peace, Takeoff. There's a lot that's being said about everything with that whole situation. So my prayers and goes out to his family and his mother and everything. It's unfortunate we lost another man of color that was very, very talented in the music industry. It's time for a change. It has to stop. So yeah, QC did so. I'm not sure how much of the company they did sell, but 300 million worth is what they gave up. Facebook. I'm not sure what's going on with these platforms and using consumers' personal information. Is being the U.S. senators are investigating Meta for sharing sensitive information with China and North Korea. I'm not sure what's going on with this. People have to make sure they protect themselves when it comes to their private information, because it's definitely being used. So North Korea has definitely had information. China. So Meta is definitely in hot water right now when it comes to that. So Facebook, we got to get that changed, get that done correctly. It's a great platform, but it's time for a change. You got to do better. Something else. Jordan. Michael Jordan. His brand, the retro Jordan, or the Jordan brand itself, he has earned Nike over $19 billion. That's good for a man of color, for anyone, but especially a man of color that's taking place in this world today. It's very difficult to be successful, especially in corporate America. So for Michael Jordan, congrats for his accomplishment and his portfolio. But Jordan only receives 5% of all earnings of any products that's being sold under the brand. Only 5%. Yes, he accumulated over $1 billion over the time frame. I've seen something about the numbers that's being calculated for. This is by Sports Rush. The Jordan brand has earned over $19 billion in revenue over the past 5 years for Nike, with numbers calculating the swoosh, brand generates 3 million every 5 hours. 3 million every 5 hours. This is crazy. Thanks to the Jordan brand related sales. While knowing the sales of the retro Jordan sneakers line and what helped Michael Jordan reach billionaire status, the GOAT as they call him. I think LeBron might have something to say about that. But to say all that to say this, it's been a beautiful thing. However you want to be identified, so get to have, it has our service and our product for everyone. But can you imagine if that money was going straight to Michael Jordan? That would have been amazing. That would have been really amazing. So just wanted to come on here and talk to you all. I don't know what's going on with this world and where we headed, but as people and as humans, we have to take care of one another. We have to do better. Everyone, leaders, in the communities, politicians, everybody that's in corporate America, all the way down to the workers. We all have to do better. I know most of us are surviving in this time of discomfort. We just got to do better. We just have to do much better. And I know I appreciate everyone for still tuning in and showing their support on this platform. Definitely will show up and show out. And it's always a pleasure to speak with you all. And I'm out.